You could be eating the right foods and still losing muscle. Why? Because no one told you this. After 60, your body fights harder every year to hold on to strength. You may feel it when you try to stand from a chair, or when lifting a grocery bag feels heavier than it used to. Most people think protein is the solution, and they're right. But here's what they don't know. There's a forgotten food that delivers more usable protein than eggs, and it's hiding in plain sight. No pills, no powders, just one natural food that could mean the difference between frailty and freedom. If you're over 60 and still believe in healing, subscribe. Now this might change your life. And if you've ever felt weaker, smaller, or less you, this video is your wake-up call. Because muscle loss isn't aging, it's a warning. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, adults over 60 lose up to 8% of their muscle mass every decade, a condition called sarcopenia. But what most people don't realize is that it's not just how much protein you eat, it's how well your body absorbs it. Eggs are great, but they aren't always the most efficient for older digestion. And here's the kicker, some lesser-known foods actually deliver higher bioavailable protein, meaning your muscles can use them more directly with less waste. And when you fuel your body right, even in your 70s, your muscles can grow back stronger. So let's break it down from 8 to 1. Here are the real foods that beat eggs at their own game. 8. Spirulina. The tiny green giant with more protein than eggs. You've probably walked right past it in a health store, small, green, and powdered. But spirulina, a type of blue-green algae, holds a powerful secret. It contains up to 60–70% complete protein by weight. That's more than eggs, chicken, and even steak gram for gram. But here's what makes it senior-friendly. It's incredibly bioavailable. That means your aging digestive system doesn't have to work as hard to extract the amino acids your muscles crave. According to a study in the Journal of Medicinal Foods, spirulina not only boosts protein intake, it also reduces inflammation, supports immune health, and improves endurance in older adults. How to use it: add 1 teaspoon of spirulina powder to smoothies or water once daily. Start small, the flavor is strong and earthy. Mix with citrus or ginger to balance the taste. Mistakes to avoid: don't overdo it. More than 5 grams daily may cause digestive upset. Avoid brands without purity certifications. Some contain heavy metals if sourced poorly. And remember, this spirulina isn't a trend. It's a nutrient-dense ally your muscles have been waiting for. 7. Tempeh, the muscle food that outsmarts tofu. You've heard of tofu, but have you heard of tempeh? This traditional Indonesian food is made from fermented soybeans, and it quietly outperforms tofu and even eggs when it comes to senior muscle health. Here's why: tempeh packs around 19 to 21 grams of complete protein per 100 grams, just slightly higher than eggs. But the fermentation process makes it far easier to digest, and for seniors, that's everything. Fermented foods come with natural probiotics, which support gut health, nutrient absorption, and reduce age-related inflammation. And it doesn't stop there. A study in nutrition and metabolism showed that older adults who consumed fermented soy regularly had better muscle tone and lower body fat than those who didn't. How to use it: slice and pan-fry tempeh with olive oil and garlic for a savory, meaty flavor. Add to salads, stews, or stir-fries for a protein-rich boost. Mistakes to avoid: don't eat it raw. It needs to be cooked for better texture and digestibility. Avoid heavily processed or flavored versions high in sodium or additives. Tempeh may look humble, but in your 60s and beyond, it's a smart healing food your muscles can actually use. 6. Cottage cheese, the nighttime muscle repair secret. You might remember cottage cheese from old diet trends, but it's time to see it in a new light as a muscle repair powerhouse, especially for seniors. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for hours, particularly while you sleep. 1 cup contains about 25 grams of protein, nearly half of what many seniors need in a day. But here's the magic: because it digests slowly, it reduces overnight muscle breakdown, a critical issue for aging adults. A clinical trial in the British Journal of Nutrition found that consuming casein-rich foods like cottage cheese before bed improved overnight muscle protein synthesis in older adults, helping to preserve lean mass and boost recovery. How to use it: have 1-2 cup as a nighttime snack with sliced berries or a dash of cinnamon. Pair with a few almonds or walnuts for added texture and healthy fats. Mistakes to avoid: skip the fat-free versions, they often contain fillers and less satisfying texture. Watch for added sugars in flavored varieties. A spoonful before bed might be the simplest anti-aging ritual no one told you about. 5. Lentils, the humble legume that rivals meat. They're tiny, unassuming, often forgotten in the back of the pantry. But lentils are one of the most protein-dense plant foods on the planet, and they're tailor-made for aging muscles. Just 1 cooked cup of lentils delivers 18 grams of protein, plus a powerful punch of iron, magnesium, and fiber, all critical for preventing frailty and supporting mobility after 60. But what truly sets them apart is their ability to stabilize blood sugar, reducing the inflammation that often sabotages muscle recovery in seniors. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed legumes regularly saw increased physical strength and lower rates of sarcopenia. How to use it: simmer lentils with onions, carrots, and garlic for a hearty stew. Toss into salads wraps or blend into a savory spread like lentil hummus. Mistakes to avoid: avoid canned varieties loaded with sodium, opt for low salt, or rinse thoroughly. Don't skip the soak. Pre-soaking helps reduce bloating and improves absorption. In every soft bite of lentils is quiet power, rebuilding your strength 1 meal at a time. 4. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny crunch that builds strength. They're not just for Halloween. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are a nutritional goldmine for seniors, and they carry more protein per ounce than you might believe, about 7 grams in just 2 tablespoons. That's nearly the same as 1 whole egg. But it's not just about the protein. Pumpkin seeds are packed with magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle contraction, nerve function, and recovery, yet one that over 60% of older adults are deficient in. Without it, your muscles can't rebuild properly, no matter how much protein you eat. In a 2021 study from Nutrients, magnesium intake was directly linked to greater muscle mass and performance in adults over 55, especially those engaging in light resistance or walking routines. How to use it: add a tablespoon to your morning oats or blend into smoothies. Sprinkle on soups or salads for a satisfying muscle-supporting crunch. Mistakes to avoid: don't buy pre-salted or roasted in vegetable oils, these can cause inflammation. Watch your portion. A small handful is plenty due to their high calorie density. They may be small, but pumpkin seeds are nature's way of whispering, your strength is still in you. 3. Quinoa, the ancient grain with a modern muscle mission. It's not a grain, not quite a seed. Quinoa is a complete protein that's been fueling bodies since the time of the Inca warriors. And today, it could be the most underrated muscle-preserving food for seniors. Unlike most grains, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids, delivering 8 grams of high-quality protein per cup, plus a rich dose of B vitamins, iron, and fiber, all crucial for maintaining energy and rebuilding tissue as we age. What makes quinoa special? Its alkalizing, meaning it reduces internal acidity, something that quietly contributes to muscle breakdown, especially after 60. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition showed that older adults with more alkaline diets retained more muscle and had fewer mobility issues. How to use it: swap rice for quinoa in stir-fry soups or grain bowls. Cook it in bone broth or vegetable stock for extra flavor and nutrients. Mistakes to avoid: always rinse before cooking. Quinoa has a natural coating, saponin, that can irritate digestion. Don't smother it in sauces high in sodium or sugar. Let its natural nutty flavor shine. Quinoa isn't just trendy, it's time-tested fuel for a body that refuses to give up. 2. Greek yogurt. The creamy muscle saver with double the protein, thick, creamy, and shockingly powerful. Greek yogurt isn't just a snack, it's one of the most efficient protein sources you can eat after 60. While regular yogurt contains about 5 to 6 grams of protein per serving, Greek yogurt delivers nearly 15 to 20 grams per cup. That's twice the protein with far less sugar and carbs. But here's the real secret. It's rich in leucine, the key amino acid your body needs to trigger muscle growth. In a landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed high leucine dairy like Greek yogurt gained more lean muscle and had fewer falls and fractures than those who didn't. How to use it. Enjoy it as a breakfast base with berries, chia seeds, or a drizzle of honey. Use it in place of sour cream or mayonnaise for a protein upgrade in meals. Mistakes to avoid. Avoid fruit-on-the-bottom varieties. They're loaded with sugar. Choose plain, unsweetened, and full fat. If possible, the fat helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Greek yogurt isn't a dessert. It's a daily decision to rebuild, to reclaim, to stay on your feet longer. 1. Hemp seeds. The forgotten protein powerhouse for aging muscles. They don't come from a supplement bottle. They don't taste like chalk. And they're not some rare superfood only found in distant rainforests. Hemp seeds, tiny, nutty, and soft, are one of the most concentrated sources of digestible plant-based protein on the planet. Just 3 tablespoons deliver around 10 grams of complete protein, plus omega-3s, magnesium, zinc, and gamma-linolenic acid, a rare anti-inflammatory fat that eases joint pain and helps your muscles heal instead of hurt. But here's the real kicker. Unlike many animal proteins, hemp seeds are alkalizing, meaning they won't spike inflammation or stress your kidneys. A major bonus for seniors managing high blood pressure or kidney strain. A clinical review in Food and Function found that seniors supplementing with hemp-based foods experienced better lean muscle preservation, improved joint flexibility, and even enhanced mood due to their healthy fat profile. How to use it: sprinkle on oatmeal, yogurt, or soups. Blend into smoothies, or stir into nut butter for a protein-rich snack. Mistakes to avoid: don't confuse hemp seeds with hemp protein. Isolate whole seeds are better absorbed and have balanced fats. Store in the fridge to preserve freshness and prevent the oils from turning rancid. Soft, silent, and healing hemp seeds are the whisper your body has been waiting for. A protein that doesn't shout but strengthens every single day. If this speaks to your story, tell us in the comments below. Seniors around the world are listening. Your story might be someone else's turning point. Now that you've seen the top foods that truly nourish aging muscles, it's time for a truth most people don't want to hear. You've been told your whole life, just eat more protein. But here's the twist. It's not how much protein you eat. It's how your body responds to it. Let that sink in. See, after age 60, your body doesn't process protein the way it used to. The stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, which makes it harder to break down protein into usable amino acids. On top of that, many seniors have low levels of digestive enzymes, often undiagnosed, making even healthy meals pass through undigested, wasted. This is why some people say, "I'm eating healthy. Why do I still feel weak?" Because the body isn't just a container. It's a filtering, transforming machine that slows down with age. Feeding it is only half the equation. The real power lies in absorption, activation, and timing. Now here's the part that may surprise you. Eggs. They're not bad, but they're not always best. While eggs are a fantastic food, rich in protein and nutrients, they may not be ideal for all seniors, especially those with digestive issues, gallbladder concerns, high LDL cholesterol sensitivity. In fact, studies show that some seniors don't fully absorb egg-based protein unless it's combined with fats or acidic digestive aids like lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Meanwhile, plant-based fermented or pre-digested proteins like tempeh Greek yogurt or spirulina often bypass these age-related limitations. They're gentler on the stomach, easier to process, and can help reverse years of subtle muscle loss without taxing the body. Another twist. Many of the high-protein shakes and bars marketed to seniors are loaded with synthetic ingredients, gums, sugar alcohols, and preservatives that can actually inflame the gut and prevent nutrient absorption. So what's the truth? The key isn't just more protein, it's smarter protein. Smarter means easier to absorb, paired with anti-inflammatory nutrients, taken at the right time like post-walk or before bed when muscle repair is highest. And finally, here's the emotional punch. You may have spent years believing your body was failing, slowing, shrinking. But the truth, it's not that your body forgot how to be strong. It simply ran out of the right building blocks. When you give it back what it understands, bioavailable gentle healing proteins, it doesn't just stop breaking down. It rebuilds, quietly, powerfully, and without apology. You've been told that getting older means getting weaker, slower, smaller. But that's a lie we've repeated for far too long. Because the truth is, your body wants to heal. It's designed for it. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, your muscles can still grow. Your energy can still return. Your strength can still surprise you. But it doesn't start with a pill. It starts with what's on your plate and what your body can truly use. So don't let marketing hype or outdated nutrition advice rob you of your potential. Eggs are good, but they're not the end of the story. From humble lentils to hemp seeds, nature has given you a toolkit to fight muscle loss and reclaim your independence. You are not broken. You are rebuilding. If this message speaks to your heart, if you believe strength doesn't have an expiration date, subscribe now and share this with someone who still believes they're too old to get stronger. Because we don't just age, we rise, stronger, wiser, and better fed.